Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris James and this is another Pixel Adventure. Today we're going to be looking at the DJI Pocket 2, or as we all keep calling it, the DJI OSMO Pocket 2, because it's just kind of stuck. We kind of got used to the name. If you do like this video, I would love it if you subscribe to my channel for more, and let me know in the comments if you plan on getting the DJI Pocket 2, or if you're going to wait until the DJI Pocket 3. I mean, it should be a yearly rollout now, it seems, with what DJI are doing with the drones. The Pocket 2 came out in November of 2020, and at the time I was super excited to get this piece of kit and do a review on it. And I bought it on day one, but did I do that review? No, I did not. Well, now is the time, and we're going to finally review the DJI Pocket 2 and see if it's even worth it. There's obviously a lot of questions like, is it any better than the DJI OSMO Pocket 1? And is it any better than just using your smartphone at all? Why not let me tell you what this camera is all about, who is this camera really for, and is it even worth getting? So the first thing that we should look at is this. How is this camera any different to the DJI OSMO Pocket? Not that one. The other one as well. So one of the most noticeable things that you're going to find with the DJI Pocket 2 is the sensor. The sensor size is different, it's a 1-inch sensor, and the bigger the sensor allows it to make it take in more light, which means a better image quality, and you're going to see that straight away between the DJI OSMO Pocket and the Pocket 2. It's just a no-brainer. There's also a wider viewing angle. The DJI Pocket 2 has a field of view of 93 degrees compared to the OSMO Pocket's 80 degrees. And if that means nothing to you, it just means you're going to capture a wider shot. Also, the aperture has improved quite significantly on the DJI OSMO Pocket 2. You have an f2.0, while on the DJI Pocket 2, you've got that 1.8. So in theory, you should be able to get those more cinematic shots because it blurs out the background just a little bit more. And the previous one, there's another change. There's a 64 megapixel camera on this thing. I personally wouldn't use this thing to be taking photos. In fact, I would rather just be using my smartphone. It does a great job. If you've got a decent smartphone, honestly, it's going to be a lot quicker and probably a lot more convenient. However, where it is really going to help is when you start taking those panoramic hyperlapse shots and having that larger image sensor, being able to take photos at 64 megapixels, it's going to look significantly better than taking it on the DJI OSMO Pocket. You can also now film in HDR10, which brings an extra bit of color science to it, but there are some sacrifices that you have to make here, which is that it only shoots in 2.7K and there is a 30 FPS frame limit. Active Track is back on the DJI Pocket 2, and I do have to say that I think it's a little bit better than on the DJI OSMO Pocket 1. I noticed that it tracked objects just a little bit better. On the previous one, if you moved out of the screen too quickly, it would lose sight of you and then lose focus, but it does a little bit of a better job this time round. I wouldn't say it's a dramatic improvement, but it's definitely a noticeable one. One thing that I think is really cool, and I'm really glad DJI did this, which is in my prediction video actually for the DJI Pocket 2, which you can find up there, even though it's a bit further ahead in time now, I was saying I really hope that we can use the accessories from the DJI OSMO Pocket on this one, and you still can. That is absolutely still an option, which means that if you've got anything like the extension rod, or you've got the underwater camera like I do, you can use that one on the OSMO Pocket 2. So if you really want to upgrade just the camera, you can pretty much just use everything from the previous one. Easy, mate. Another cool thing is that the case has changed. It's a magnetic case, but you can still just slide it in and it's locked in place using magnets. But not only that, there's another cool thing. You can store your lenses and your attachments inside the case this time, and that really saves some room. I find that really handy because I don't want to have to carry around another case for my lenses and the different adapters. So I just put it straight in this one. There we go, wide angle lenses in the box. Came with the combo, sick. So there's a lot of new cool things about the DJI Pocket 2, but I have found since I bought it in November that I haven't used it all too much. And why is that? I mean, all the features are good, right? But there's something I just find about bringing something extra with me when I'm out and about. Unless I have the actual intention to film, I usually just bring my smartphone, and it seems to just do the trick. Am I gonna get higher quality shots using the DJI Pocket 2? Yeah, probably. Is my footage going to be steadier than shooting on a smartphone? You know, definitely. But I find myself somewhat being lazy. Maybe the problem is me. That being said, I do think there is a really great market for people who use this device, and that is vloggers. One of the perfect things about the DJI OSMO Pocket 2 is being able to flip that camera around. That was the same as the DJI OSMO Pocket 1, only this time you've got better microphones and that sensor size is obviously going to be doing a lot better for the detail. I decided that the best way to show you the difference between the Pocket 2 and the OSMO Pocket would be, to just show you. So one of the other bigger differences between this camera over the old DJI OSMO Pocket is that the microphone quality is supposedly better. So I'm going to switch between this one and the other one, and you can make that decision for yourself. So this is the DJI OSMO Pocket 1, and this is the sound quality on this one. And as you can see as well, like I was saying, the shot is a lot closer. The wide angle lens really helps. But make it up for yourself. What one's better, the Pocket 2 or the DJI OSMO Pocket 1? Let me know in the comments. In a way, if you're making travel videos or vlogs, the DJI Pocket 2, it's like a YouTuber's dream, I feel. But I think ultimately, if you're just a casual video taker, the DJI OSMO Pocket, well, it might not be for you. You might as well just stick with your smartphone. I know it doesn't have all the same features as the Pocket 2, but you could just take the easy route out and get the DJI OSMO Mobile and the gimbal, and then you're pretty much halfway there. In fact, even though the DJI OSMO gimbal is a little bit more bulky, you could actually be getting something a little bit better, because with phones like the Note 20 or the S21, you can film in 8K. So that's it. A tiny camera with a lot of cool features, and maybe it's one I need to use a little bit more. I really hope you enjoyed my review on the DJI Pocket 2. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or you're a fan of watching travel videos while you remember a time when you could travel, subscribe to this channel, and if you did like this video, why not think about giving it a thumbs up? I'd really appreciate that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.